Garfield is a really good school.
My name is Muhammad Adan. I go to Garfield High School, and I'm going to be a junior next year. My family is originally from Somalia. There was a civil war that forced them out, so I was born in a Kenyan refugee camp. We moved to the United States when I was 3 or 4 in 1997. I first started learning about the Holocaust in the 5th grade, and I thought it was something that happened in ancient history. In the 8th grade, I read a book called The Diary of Anne Frank, and that was a book that was really personal to me because it was a girl that was my age. I really started understanding that the Holocaust was a systematic annihilation of an entire people. The Somali Civil War was a war that had a lot of similarities with the Holocaust. I lost a lot of family members because they were from the wrong tribe and they were scapegoated by other tribes for the nation's problems, and that's why I had to flee my home country.
Our school does a 2-month unit on the Holocaust and world genocides, and it's a pretty important part of our social justice curriculum for humanities in 6th grade. And when I found out I was teaching this unit, I heard from someone else that the Holocaust Resource Center had a fabulous teaching trunk. And so I got on the phone and got the teaching trunk sent to our classroom and was just overwhelmed with all the resources, with the artifacts and the photographs and the books. And it was really just so much fun to watch the girls feel like they were uncovering this piece of history when the trunk arrived in class. The Holocaust Center also has been sending Hester Kuhl to our school for I think the last 6 or 7 years. And Hester has been just a great resource for the girls to hear a survivor's firsthand account of the Holocaust. They report over and over that the best part of having a speaker is feeling like they were a piece of history and they were able to have a conversation with someone who survived this tragedy.
We will remember to prevent another genocide from happening, to share your knowledge when people say this didn't happen, you know, just to be there to say, you know, I remember, I know, I met these people.
Thanks, kids.
The center was absolutely one of the best things I could have run into. The best resources, the best people, always there 100% to help us in any capacity they can. And we are very grateful to them.
Studying the Holocaust has really, I can say, changed me a lot.
This is the most important curriculum that I deal with in my work with students in 27 years. It is working with them on the heart level, it's changing hearts. It cuts across every facet of curriculum that we look at, the most important thing that we can deal with. And we're putting a human face to what we're studying, unlike any other history that we can look at.
When I first found out I would be teaching the Holocaust, I got online and looked up the different resources available for Holocaust educators, and of course was thrilled to find that the Holocaust Center did a number of teacher trainings.
The center's an amazing resource for teachers, and it has so many things to be able to turn to when you have questions as a teacher.
I just take advantage of every single teaching opportunity through the center so that I can learn more myself. I've taken a trip to Budapest and Prague, traveling with a Holocaust survivor from Theresienstadt.
I saw a link to the Holocaust Center on my school website encouraging students to send in an essay. When I won, I was in shock, and I was like, wow, I won. Then I felt really proud.
Every year, our school has our students enter the writing and art contest. It's a really important piece of our Holocaust and world history curriculum.
For the writing and art contest, I wrote about how change begins with me. If I can see bullying or name-calling or the small things that can turn into a genocide, to stop them and to say that this isn't a good thing to do, so change does begin with me.
When I was writing my essay, I
thought about my mom's experience in Chile with the Pinochet regime, and it just made me think of another Hitler being reborn.
All I remember was the noise of the firing, the noise of the bombs, the screaming of the airplanes.
You can make a difference. Don't try to do the same that the previous generation did, you know, who let racism and hate and bullying as a normal thing. That is how it all starts, by letting bullies be bullies, right? How do you teach to be a bully? How do you become a bully?
I want to become an educator because talking to people and teaching them what I know brings me a lot of joy and helps me understand that I'm making, a small difference in the world for the good.
Are there any questions?